I'm Vince Pemberton, I'm one of the directors at Rivervale, and I'm really excited today to show you the Maxus eDeliver 9. I could talk all day about the various specifications and what it can and what it can't do, but I think the real thing that we want to do today is take this van for a drive. You know, Maxus have some faith in the product as well. They've put a 5-year, 60,000 mile warranty behind this van and an 8-year warranty on the battery. So they have every confidence that this van is going to last the course. And my first impressions of driving it are that it's as good as any van that I have ever driven. And I don't say that lightly. I'm not just saying it because we have a Maxus franchise. I'm just saying it because it's what I feel. People who know me will know that I say what I think and what I feel. And I have to say that this, to me, is the best van of this size that I've ever driven. It's an absolute pleasure to drive. The way the van drives is so precise, and what is an absolute golden nugget is that automatic gearbox. God, can you imagine being in a city centre these days? And if you can sit there quite comfortably like I am in what feels a bit like an armchair with my armrest and my automatic gearbox, and with peace and quiet from the noise levels in this van, it's just fantastic. I am so impressed. You know, I've been told on this one, on the 72 kilowatt, that to charge it to full will cost roughly about £11. 150 miles for £11? That sounds pretty good to me. From the driver's perspective, the driver gets in, and has he got all the bits that he'd like or he's used to? So I'm looking around and I can see a DAB radio, a great infotainment system, which is the 10-inch screen. It says that it's got Apple CarPlay, although I haven't tried to connect it, but it's got it in there. It's got air conditioning, key feature. Every van driver loves a bit of air conditioning. It's got your front and rear parking sensors and a rear reversing camera. It's just really comfortable to drive. There is no van driver out there that would find this a uncomfortable, horrible drive. From a director's point of view, a director's going to look at it in very different ways. Primarily, is it going to do the job that you need it to do? And you've got all the different permutations with this van to make sure that it can do the job with your payloads, etc. What's it going to cost? Whether you buy it outright, or, you know, more often than not, it's either a lease payment or a hire purchase type payment. You have to look beyond that monthly payment, that monthly rental. You have to start factoring in the whole life costs. And by that we mean the cost of service and maintenance. We mean the cost of the electricity versus the cost of petrol or diesel. You know, this van comes in those 3 battery sizes that we mentioned earlier. This one is the 72 kilowatt. Now, on a conventional home charger, it could take anywhere from 5 to 8 hours to charge, depending on the type of charger and a number of other factors. On a rapid charger, which is what you'll find at most of the, or you'd like to think you'll find at most of the service stations on the main roads and motorways, we're talking about 40 minutes for 80% charge, something around like that. Now, to me, as you can see, 40 minutes to me means a nice coffee and a nice bit of carrot cake from a well-known coffee shop. Well, and you know, there is a bit of an added advantage to that, is that there's always been this pressure to make sure that drivers are taking correct breaks and enough breaks whilst they're working and driving, from a health and safety point of view. Another added benefit is that businesses are going to be able to get their marketing teams involved, and you know, the marketing teams are going to look at how they can let their clients and customers know that they're on the road to zero, and they're running electric vans. You know, it's a big subject at the minute. We all know, we've all read or heard the news of when we went through the first lockdown of how the smog was lifting over some of the cities around the world, which was just absolutely fascinating to see. I'm really excited after driving it. We've waited long enough for it to come through, but I'm really excited after driving it and getting a proper look at it. It's going to be a huge success. They really have set the bar quite high on this one. Well, here I am back at base now. I could have driven and driven and driven. I've not had anybody nag me, no phone calls. Maybe I should go and become a van driver somewhere. Some might say I'd be better at it, who knows.